Good morning, friends. Myself JATIN from Ashapura English School. Welcome to all of you. Yesterday we start a new lesson, chapter number 2, acid, bases and salt. You know very well and understand. Last day we prepared 2 points. First one, common characteristic of acid and base. Remember with rapidly. First one, what is an acid? Acid is sour in taste. Second, it turns wet blue litmus paper to red. It reacts with bases and forms salt and water. It reacts with metals and liberating hydrogen gas. Some common properties of the base are: it is bitter in taste, it turns wet red litmus paper to blue, and it reacts with acids, form salt and water. Second point is, what is indicator and types of indicator. We know that a particular solution which changes the colors in the presence of acid or base is called the indicators. There are 3 types of indicator. First one, a synthesis the indicator. For example, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. Phenolphthalein and methyl orange are the synthetic indicators. Second type of indicators are natural indicators. For example, litmus paper, blue or red litmus paper, or the petals, color petals of the hydrangea. It's also the example of the natural indicators, etc. And third type of indicators are the olfactory indicators. For example, vanilla, clove, or onions are the olfactory indicators. Indicators which change in odor in the presence of the acid or base is called the olfactory indicators. Okay friends, ये थे हमारे कल के 2 questions. Common characteristic of acid and base, and second one is the what is the indicator and types of indicator. Now today we are going to learn a new topic. Our topic is chemical properties of acid and bases. Okay, all of in our first point, all of points आगे लेते हुए इसमें सबसे पहला पॉइंट 2.1.1 point says, here our aim is to study the test of acid and base in the laboratory. Acid and base in the laboratory. This point is discussed in the base of the activity number 2.1. So please students, open your textbook, chapter number 2, and see the page number 18. I read the activity and then after explain it. First one, activity number 2.1, collect the following solutions from the science laboratory like, look here, hydrochloric acid, HCl, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid, CH3COOH is called the acetic acid. Okay, some other sampling are NaOH means sodium hydroxide, KOH means potassium hydroxide, CaOH2 means calcium hydroxide, और इसकी जगह पर MgOH2 means magnesium hydroxide भी ले सकते हैं, and last one NH4OH is called the ammonium hydroxide. NH4OH means ammonium hydroxide. So first step, collect the solutions form of the science laboratory. Now on second, put the drop of each of the above solution on a watch glass one by one and test with the drop of the indicator shown in the table. Okay, so क्या करना है? First one, take the sample one by one and some drop in the watch glass, and then after some indicator added to it, and observe that what is change occurs during the mixing with the indicators. Okay, third one, What changes in color did you observe with red and blue litmus paper, phenolphthalein and methyl orange? Solution for each of the solution taken, and tabulate your observation in table number 2.1. Okay friends, now let's see the table. We can write the observation here. First one, all of them. Sample solution of first four means HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 and CH3 COOH are the acids. Hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid and acetic acid. And we know that the common property of the acid, a wet blue litmus paper, is turns into red. Okay, so HCl, change the color here and we get red in colors. H2SO4 also change the color. In the H2SO4 or HNO3 or CH3 COOH means acetic acid, when a blue litmus paper dipped into the solution of acid, the litmus paper's colors is just changed and blue into red color. Okay, now second test of the red litmus paper. If we dip it in the red litmus paper in such a type of acid solution, there is no color change evidence. So we write down no color change. Please write down observations in your notebook. Okay, now turns the some sample of the bases. Which are they? First one, NaOH means sodium hydroxide, KOH means potassium hydroxide, COH2 means calcium hydroxide, and last one, NH4OH means ammonium hydroxide. When we dip the wet red litmus paper into the solution of the bases sampling, we get red litmus paper, change its color and turns to blue color. Okay, so here color change is blue, so we write down the observation. Why? Some sample of the bases we take, and if we wet blue litmus papers depend on it, and we get here also no color change occurs. So we write down the sampling. When blue litmus paper depend, there is no color change occurs. Okay, now for phenolphthalein solution, when we use as an indicator phenolphthalein solution for sampling of the acid like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 or CH3 COOH means acetic acid, there is a colorless, no colors occurs here. So solution is colorless, no color change occurs. Okay, but phenolphthalein solution as indicator react with the bases and we get pink color. We get pink color. Okay, now turns to our next indicator is methyl orange. Methyl orange is a one kind of the synthetic indicator. So when indicator methyl orange added to the sampling of the solution, first one of the acid sampling, and we get red color. With the reaction of HCl or H2SO4 or HNO3 means nitric acid or CH3COOH, we get red in color. Now last of the observations, sampling of the base NaOH means sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide or calcium hydroxide or NH4OH ammonia. Reaction with the methyl orange indicator and we get yellow color. We get yellow color. Okay students, write down all observations in your notebook and listen me carefully. Here we discuss a first point of the chemical properties of acid and bases. Our aim is to study the test of acid and base in the laboratory. We get a sampling of acid and base like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3 and CH3COOH. All are the acids, and some bases are sodium hydroxide, NaOH, KOH, potassium hydroxide, COH2, calcium hydroxide and NH4OH ammonium hydroxide. Here 4 indicators we are used. First one, 2 types of litmus paper, red and blue, and 2 synthetic indicators also, phenolphthalein and methyl orange, and we get different type of the observations. So we write down here. One more thing, you remember sample number 4 from the acid group CH3COOH means acetic acid is a weak acid, and NH4OH base group number 4 element NH4OH means ammonium hydroxide is called the weak base. What is a weak acid and what is the weak base? We discuss in further videos. I hope so you understand very well the first point, acid and base in the laboratory, how can its behavior with the indicators, you understand very well. I hope so. Now tomorrow we will be met with another chemical properties in the next video. Thank you and bye.